Does a trust have to register a vehicle?
Yes, in one form or another, but it is how and where that registration takes place. So I've had a vehicle that was registered with the state, but it didn't have a sticker on it, for when it expires. So it was a trust owned vehicle. I have an estate trust that I use as my main entity. And so I transferred the car from my strawman's name into that estate trust. And then once I did that, I had the estate trust do the registration for the car. And I let them know up front, this is a tax exempt foreign entity. So if you expect me to pay taxes every year, I'm tax exempt. So if you want me to have a sticker on my tag, you're required to send it to me with no charge. If you don't send me the sticker, I will assume that you have marked this plate as a do not detain. And I put that affidavit in, I waited 30 days, and they did not stop that vehicle anymore. And there would be cops right behind me at a traffic light, looking up my tag information, knowing that the sticker said 2018 on it, and we were in 2022. And when they looked up that number, they peeled wheels getting from behind me. They actually pulled to the right, like when the light turned green and I moved forward enough, they pulled to the right lane, and then they cut me off. So he jumped from behind me to in front of me immediately after he ran my tag, because the do not detain was there because I gave them my notification. So yes, you can do that if you're going to register in the public, but you need to make sure that you have a tax exempt trust entity in order to do it that way in the public. The alternative would be to be a secured party and register your automobile where private automobiles are supposed to be registered, and that is on the Secretary of State's level. That is where you register consumer goods. You register them on your property list, and you register them within a document filing that contains all of the information about that automobile. So it would be the VIN number and whatever else identifying information needs to be there. And you're basically going to give DOT notice that this is a private automobile. Now, along with that, you would have the option of doing the US DOT, which pulls your registration into a federal jurisdiction as a private motor carrier. So between you having your car registered on your UCC as private property, as consumer goods, and then you do a US DOT, which signifies that you're a private motor carrier, and then you have your proof of financial responsibility, and then you notify your current DOT, you give them your tag and registration back, and have them remove that out of the system and update your system that you're a private motor carrier, you're not in their jurisdiction, and they are to not detain you. Then they will usually make that mark in your system. Sometimes, like myself, I've had to sue them before. But if you sue a jurisdiction for $140 million because they kept your car for 30 days, they tend to never stop you again. They tend to just leave you alone, and they'll let their buddies know, don't pull her over, don't pull her over, she's going to hit you in the city. Right? So yes, there are definitely options in here for travel and for, you can get your manufacturer certificate of origin. You can turn in your title. You can let them know it's being shipped out of the country. And you know what I mean? Once you have your MSO, the MSO is the birth certificate for the car. So it's actually ownership, license, and registration when you have an MSO.